How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all day was as amazing as mine is. Okay? And nothing special happened. It's just been an amazing day. Nobody bothered me. Anywho, I'm glad y'all were able to pop on in here with me. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 10 daily habits of extremely happy couples. Okay? Hey. Why is this important? Okay. Instead, I want us as wives to be more proactive. I want us to prevent some of the issues and the struggles that end up happening if we don't take care of our marriage, okay? Because there's a way to avoid everything that we're going through. There's some strategies, some simple tools that you can implement that would prevent conflict and, keep your boo attracted to you and wanting to engage, okay? So we're going to go over these strategies here. Can y'all see me well? We're talking about 10 habits of extremely happy couples. So we're going to make sure we're being proactive and nipping things in the bud, okay? We want to make sure that we're doing the things that'll keep our husbands attracted to us and keep them engaged and keep yourself engaged, okay? Because it's nothing like you married to somebody and you bored, okay? Y'all don't want to be around each other. Y'all don't want to be bothered with each other. That's not cool. That's not fun, okay? Especially since y'all got to spend the rest of y'all life together. I want y'all to enjoy being married to them, okay? So these are 10 simple things you can do every single day. They're really easy breezy. They're not gonna, stress you out or be like, oh my gosh, I gotta do all this and take care of kids and work. I'm all about making life easy for wives, okay? Because I got 4 kids, husband, I'm doing a lot. So we don't have time to do cartwheels every day to entertain our husbands. If you got time for that, more power to you. May the Lord bless you, and I encourage and support you as you go forth. But as for me, we ain't got time for all that, okay? So let's go on over here. If you're on, go ahead and share. Let the people know what we're doing over here. Share. Hey, boo. And let people know that we're on. I'm trying to pull it up on my iPad, but it's all good. Okay, and Facebook Land, y'all still got me in there? Okay, you can post your questions that you may have in here, and we'll go over the content too. All right, so I'm gonna move this over just a little bit. So the first thing I want you to do in order to have these 10 daily habits of extremely happy couples, I want you to share a ritual. Okay, so you're gonna share some kind of activity that's just you two, something that y'all do that y'all look forward to doing together, an activity, a hobby, just something that brings y'all joy. Trying to turn my alarm off, make sure that doesn't go off. Okay, so something that brings y'all joy. It could be something as simple as a TV show, a book that y'all read together. It can be going for a walk at night, or working out together. So you have to have some kind of ritual that keeps you two connected. And it should be something that you do daily, and if not daily, at least once a week. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second, I want you to act like you're happy to see them. So one of the things, I have a 2-year-old. So whenever we come home, if she's been home with daddy or sisters and things like that, it doesn't matter who comes in the door. When you come into the front door, oh my goodness, mommy, you're home. And I promise you, it doesn't matter what kind of day I've been having. Like everything that I thought about is just out the window now. Now I'm focused on this baby that's giving me all this love and showing me all this attention, okay? Now imagine if your husband was experiencing that same amount of bliss and joy. Every time he came home, you acted like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Back when you were dating, you probably did these things. You were probably more energized and like, oh, my man's here. This is good. I'm feeling good about it. You made sure that he felt loved, okay? So one of the things y'all can do is, act like you're happy to be around each other. Actually get in tune with that emotion that you had when y'all first started dating, okay? Number 3. This one's pretty easy too. And you feel free to post any questions that you may have in the chat. and I'll respond, okay? So number 3, flirt with each other. This is easy. You know them long gazes, y'all in a crowded room and you walk by and kind of just a little pat right there on the rump as you walking by, or you call and say something flirtatious to him, you know, flirt with him, do those things, pretend y'all not married, okay? All that stuff you would do to just do those things that will bring him closer to you, okay? Next, this is something simple. All of them are simple to me. Hold hands while you're walking. Okay, so let's say you go to the mall, or you're outside walking, or you're going to the store, or you're in Walmart. Hold hands with each other, okay? These are simple things that make you feel connected to your boo, okay? If you're on here, make sure you share. Once again, I think I announced already, I'm Arrettres Hollins. I'm the founder of Connecting Love and Marriage. I help wives reconnect with their boo, resolve conflict much easier and faster with their hubbies, and just reconnect. Okay, so we resolve conflict much faster based on some of the strategies and tools that I teach you. Okay, so what are we up to? What are we up to? So we went over number 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone tell me what we up to on here. Are y'all on here? Okay, so I said hold hands while you walk, flirt with each other, share a ritual, act like you're happy to see them. And then I want you to also hug. When you hug, there's this thing called oxytocin. Once it increases, we're up to 5. Thank you, boo. When you hug, your oxytocin increases, which lowers stress. It slows down your heart rate. It naturally gives you, it raises your, now this word, I am not a doctor, so I'm going to do my best to pronounce this word. Norepinephrine, whatever that is, it's Norepinephrine. It raises that, okay? And it makes you feel good, okay? Can y'all still see me? Okay. So it lowers your stress hormone. It just makes you feel better about yourself, okay? So hugging, it's something that I do too. Like even when I see friends, I hug longer than normal, you know, not in a weird way, but you know, I give you a hug to make sure that you feel, you never know. People miss out on hugs. There are a lot of people in this world that aren't getting hugs and they're sad and they're lonely, and you don't want your boo to be sad and lonely while married to you, okay? So don't just hug and then move away quickly. Stay there for a minute. Embrace, smell him, like smell his cologne and get a full whiff of him, okay? Because it's going to naturally it's like scientists have proven that it actually does make you feel better. So that's a scientific fact, okay? Next, go out of your way to compliment him, okay? People go and gravitate to what excites them. And if you see me going back and forth, I'm trying to make sure that there aren't any comments. Facebook land, I'm sorry, comments are a little slower. So if I don't respond to your question immediately, it's because Facebook land just takes a little minute for the comments to show while I'm speaking, okay? Instagram is a little bit more instantly, okay? So getting back to go out of your way to give them a compliment, okay? Your boo, the same way you like to hear, oh, you look good today. Oh, baby, I like the way you wearing that top. You know, them jeans really are fitting you really well. Give them a compliment. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be physical. Compliment him or show gratitude saying, babe, thank you for taking the garbage out, which I've noticed is a big thing in most homes. Thank you for taking the garbage out. Thank you for taking care of the kids. Thank you for taking care of dinner. Thank you for cooking. Okay, thank you for going to get groceries. Okay, but give him a compliment. And another bonus, if you compliment him in front of his friends or in front of his people or in front of other people, his chest will puff up real big. He'll feel real good about himself. So go out of your way to give him a compliment in front of other people. Now make it real. Like don't make it like something that just ain't right. You know, if he's not really If he's not skinny, don't sit there and say, oh, baby, you lost a lot of weight. You're looking really skinny. Like, let it be real, something that he can actually believe. Okay. So next, we're up to number 7. Always kiss hello and goodbye. I'm fascinated by how many couples actually do not kiss hello or goodbye. To me, that's like crazy. Like, don't just give a little tap when you kiss him, hello and goodbye. I want you to stay there for a minute, you know, in the midst of the hug, in the midst of the embrace. This is what extremely happy couples do on a regular basis, okay? If you want to prevent, this is like preventive maintenance. You know how you get your oil changed, I don't know, every 3 months. I don't know. I just go by the little tag on the thing. But you know, you work out, you take your vitamins, you eat your vegetables. These are all things that you need to do and incorporate into your marriage so that you don't have a breakdown, so that your engine don't totally, you know, bust and fall apart. And now you're looking crazy like, oh my gosh, I need somebody to fix this. You don't want to get to the point to where you're having to fix your marriage, okay? So feel free to share this live with others. Let's move on to the next thing. Have regular date nights. Now this is major. Like, you need to be doing something where it's just you and him, not the kids involved. And it'd be nice if you can go out with other couples, but have regular date nights. If you're on a tight budget, your date night can be at home. Send those kids to bed. Your kids need to have a regular nighttime or bedtime anyway. Okay, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, hey, y'all in the bed, depending on what their age is. But you can have a date night at home where it's just you, him, ice cream, and a movie. Okay, or go out a night on the town. Now, when y'all go out a night on the town, please dress. Please dress, okay? Look nice for your boo. Look nice for him. Wear something that he likes, and he should do the same for you. Both of y'all get dressed up and go do something, okay? If you're on a budget, going out, try to do something to where it's at least once a quarter. At least once a quarter, you go out and you're dressed up and you're looking really nice, okay? So if you're on a budget, it's okay, but at least once a quarter, you need to be going out. But every other time, it could be something at home, you cook dinner, or even if it's just takeout and you're sitting at home together, cuddled up, booed up, watching a movie or something like that, okay? Next, number 9, leave love notes around the house, okay? It can be on the bathroom mirror. You can leave like Post-its saying something sweet about him in his car, on his dashboard, so that when he gets in the car, he'll see, you know, this love note. It could be something in his wallet. Just leave little Post-its or index cards around for him to find, okay? It's going to make him feel good. And this is another thing. Like most of my clients, I generally don't work with clients who are always saying, well, what about him? Or why he ain't doing it? Why can't he do right? That's normally not who I work with. Normally the women who come to me are women that are like, okay, I'm willing to do what's necessary on my part. They're very reflective. They're very self-aware. They tend to pay attention to what's going on with them. Okay, they're not women that point the finger saying, well, he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. Don't get me wrong. We have our moments where we're like, well, boo, why he ain't doing what he's supposed to do? But we're also reflective and saying, what can I do to make the situation better? Okay, so most of my tips will be things like that. So what you'll notice is when you are going out of your way to do good things for him, a good man will start to return the favor, okay? They don't come to us with a manual that says, this is how you have a good wife. This is how you become a good husband. This is how marriage is successful. Saying, well, you didn't come with a manual. But if you are showing him how you would like to be loved and you are learning how he wants to be loved, then the love will grow. Then you two can have your own manual for your own marriage and what works with you. Because what works for me might not work for you, okay? And then another thing, you have to know your different love languages. Everybody has a different love language, okay? And what normally happens when God puts two people together, they happen to have different love languages. I don't understand what that's all about. Like, Lord, why you couldn't just have us with the same love language? Like, my husband loves to cuddle. He cuddle monster. He just, let's cuddle, hug me, hold me, be there for hours, just for hours, just sitting there, just hours. And I'm sitting there like, I got so much to do. Not that I don't enjoy, cuddling with him, because I got a teddy bear. I got a teddy bear for real. But me, I like words of affirmation. I like service. Like if you do something for, like if I'm sitting on the couch and he goes and get me ice cream out the freezer, what? Like, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. So you have to know your boo's love language and accommodate his love language. So even though cuddling for hours isn't my thing, I want him to be happy. So I will give him that form of me showing love towards him. Okay. Next, number 10, we're on. Compete to see who can outspoil the other. Okay. Compete to see who can outspoil the other. Okay. Let's say you're on a tangent and he's doing one thing and you're doing another thing, and y'all going back and forth to see, well, I'm going to get her these flowers. Well, I'm going to rub his feet tonight. Well, I'm going to rub the bath water. Well, I'm going to do this for you. Well, I'm going to buy you this. Well, I'm going to cook you this. Or I'm going to hug on you here. And I'm going to love on you here. Like, it might sound weird. It might sound crazy, but I promise you, if you are constantly focused on spoiling your spouse, it makes it impossible for you to be miserable all the time. Like, I can't imagine being in a world where I'm just spoiled, like whatever. Now, okay, within reason. Okay, let's do this within reason and moderation. Okay, we're not, because, we have lives, we have children, we have jobs, so we can't just always tend to someone and just make their world just 100% unpressured and, we just doing everything for them. But when you are purposely and intentionally doing things to show your love towards them, well, I know that Boo likes chocolate cake. So on a Tuesday night, I'll make him a chocolate cake with some icing. Okay, that's a form of spoiling. Okay, so just go out of your way to do things that will make him feel good about himself. Okay, so that's the 10 things there. Any questions that you have? I want to let you know I do have a bundle special that's available to you. There's a couple announcements I need to make. There's a couple things going on. Okay, so first of all, post any questions that you have in the comment section. I'll answer your questions while I'm going over a couple things. Okay, I have a free webinar called Stepford Wives versus Strong-Willed Wives. This webinar is the bomb, and it talks about how to resolve conflict without losing your identity. Okay, because as strong women, most of my clients are strong women, strong personalities. They're high up. They make good money. They take good care of themselves. They have children. They own homes, or they're purchasing homes. And they take good care of themselves. So they're strong. They're independent. They know what they want. They know what they need. And when you're married, sometimes it's hard to be that woman and without feeling like you have to become like the Stepford wife and this quiet person in order to get your point across, or to make your husband feel like a man. And I want you to know this as a woman, you don't need to shrink up in order for him to feel good about himself. That's not a thing. That's not what we're going to do. Okay. You can still be a strong woman and still allow your man to feel like a man. Okay, so this, in my webinar, it talks about how to resolve conflict without, him shutting down, without him feeling like he needs to puff up a little bit more and prove his manhood because you're making some demands. Okay, so click the link in my bio and you can register for that webinar. Now, if you're on Facebook, it will be in our private group. If you're on Instagram, you might want to join my private Facebook group too. If you click the link in my bio on Instagram, and you scroll down, you'll see a link to where you can join my private Facebook group. And in my private Facebook group, you get to see the videos a little longer. You get to see some more information in our Facebook group. And we, this community, we get to chat. Okay. So I told you about the webinar. Click the link in my bio. And I have a flash sale for y'all. Okay. This flash sale is the bomb. Let me see if my iPad is working. It's called Balanced Wife Life. Balanced Wife Life is a course. It's a 3-week course for wives who are struggling with adultery, or your husband just violated your trust in some way through, and I'm trying to pull it up on my iPad so that I can, read the stuff to you. So if you're struggling with an affair, if you're struggling with trust, if you're struggling with feeling secure as a woman, because when your husband, God forbid, your husband does cheat on you, it does something to you emotionally, it does something to you mentally, it does something to you spiritually, and you have to heal and you have to work on yourself before you can work on that marriage. Okay, that's what balanced wife life is. Balanced wife life will help you reconnect with your source, reconnect with yourself, rebuild your self-esteem, make you stronger. It makes you a stronger woman so that you can now be intelligent or think clearly as you're rebuilding your marriage. Okay, and that's what you need. Okay, it also will teach you steps on how to delegate, things around your home if you're overwhelmed, because sometimes things happen because you're doing too much at home and you're not you're stressed and the pressure of all that. So Balanced Wife Life, that 3-week course, it's normally $297, but for the next 24 hours it'll only be $197. Okay, so I took $100 off for all of the live attendees. So if you click the link in my bio, it's the first image. It's the first image in my bio. You can go ahead and click on that, and you'll be able to grab it. Okay, so the webinar, you want to register for that. It's free. You'll be able to automatically see it as soon as you register. You'll get an email. Or you want to grab this bundle of Balanced Wife Life. Normally $297. It's now $197. Okay, and full details about that course is also listed there. So just go there and check it out and see if it's something that you like. Okay. So I don't see any questions on here. I hope this was helpful. We talked about 10 daily habits of extremely happy couples. Implement these strategies into your marriage. Be intentional about making sure that you and your boo thing are having a good marriage. It doesn't happen by accident. Like, you really have to work on it. The same way you work on building your business, the same way you work on raising your kids, the same way you work on your job, you also need to work on your marriage. All right. We want to be proactive and not reactive. All right. So hope this helps. Remember, click the link in my bio. I got some other good stuff in there too. So go ahead and click around, see what works good for you. All right. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Marsha. So I'm going to go ahead and exit now. I didn't see any questions come up. So feel free. You can also DM me. DM me if you have questions you didn't just want to post in the group. And I also have breakthrough sessions that are available. They're complimentary. They're 15 minutes to see if working with me would be a good fit for you. All right. So I hope this, thank you for all the hearts, beautiful. Thank you. You're so sweet. All right. So I'm going to log off now. Stepford Wives versus Strong-Willed Wives. Register for the webinar. Check out Balanced Wife Life and all the details about that. That special is, it's rare that I put that on special. Okay. Like, for real. That's rare that I put that and I took $100 off. So click the link in my bio. Go check out the details of it. Okay. And any questions you may have, DM me. I'm here for you. All right. Love you, ladies. Have an amazing night. And make sure when you see your boo, next time you see him, give him a big old kiss, like a big good one. Like, let it be good. Let it be good. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Exit this video. Have a good night, ladies.